Hello friends and welcome back. So far we have created a standalone application server profile. After that we have created a cell profile where we have seen one DMGR, and then along with that one app server is automatically created, that is automatically federated with the DMGR. And then next we have created the one of the management profile, which is the DMGR, and then we have federated one application server with the DMGR. Right. So multiple critical things we have already covered. So now in this session I am going to cover to create the administrative agent profile. Okay, so this administrative agent profile is again inside the management. And what is the purpose of administrative agent profile? We have covered in the theoretical sessions initially. Okay, but before initiating this session, okay, I will explain you that again so that you get the some more details about the administrative agent. Right. So very first thing, when we create the administrative agent, okay, for that we have to create the management profile. Okay, that means when you initiate the PMT tool. Okay, so inside the PMT tool, you have to select the management profile. So inside the management, we have two options, right? The one is the DMGR and second is the administrative agent. So this we have covered in the previous session, how to create the DMGR profile and then how to federate one application server with this particular DMGR. Now we are going to create the admin agent profile. So we'll initiate the PMT tool, then we'll select the management profile, and then we will select the administrative agent inside that. This is the first thing. Now, second thing, what we have learned about the administrative agent is it is something like DMGR. Okay, not exactly, but something like that, because with the help of this admin agent, okay, we can manage or we can do some operations of the multiple application servers like the app server 1, app server 2, app server 3, app server 4. Okay, we can do the management from a single console of all the servers, but these servers will be completely independent servers, independent application servers. You have to make sure that any of the application server that you are going to registered with this particular administrative agent should not be federated with any of the DMGR. This will not be allowed. If you have here any of the application server is is federated with the DMGR, okay, then you will not able to federate it with the administrative agent. Right. Now, second, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is to manage multiple standalone servers from a single console. Okay, manage in the sense there are certain operations that you can do from a single console like the DMGR. Okay, so it will not be a full-fledged DMGR kind of a console. So that means DMGR has multiple functionalities, but the functionalities in this administrative agent will be very limited. It is not exactly like DMGR. And second major difference what we have learned, it is to control the independent application servers, right? So here we have four independent application servers, and the major condition for this, all independent application servers should be running on the same host, right? If they are on a different host, you cannot manage them with the administrative agent. You only can manage these independent application servers when they are running on the same host, right? So what happens, suppose that we have one development server, one quality server, one testing server, and we have one more environment, whatever XYZ, okay, there. So these are the some different servers, okay, running on the same host for non-productions. Okay, so each and every profile will have own console. So if we have four environments, then you have to access the four consoles, right, to do certain kind of operations for each and every server. So instead of accessing four different consoles, okay, what you can do, you can configure the administrative agent. So in that case, you will have only one console. So you have to go to only this one console, and here you will get a drop box, and inside that you will get the option for each and every profile that is already registered here with this particular administrative agent. Right. So you can say this is just for easy management of the multiple standalone profiles or servers that is running on the same host. Okay. If it is across the host, then you cannot register that with the administrative agent. Right. So now what is the action plan? The action plan is very straightforward. Let me tell you what is the action plan now. So the action plan is very straightforward. We'll create the administrative agent profile. So let me close this one. We have to create one administrative agent profile. Once that profile is created, you have to start your administrative agent. To start, this is a command. You have to go to the bin directory and then start server and then admin agent. So this is a standard name for admin agent. So you have to always give the same name, start server admin agent. And if it is you are going to stop it, then stop server admin agent. So once your admin agent is started, you can access the console. Okay, and then to manage multiple independent profiles with this particular administrative agent, you need to register. To register, you have to go to the bin folder of admin agent profile. Then you need to run the command register node. Okay, to register a particular profile, and with hyphen profile path, you have to give the complete path of the profile. For example, this is one of the application server profile for development environment. Okay, you need to register here with the admin agent. Similarly, you may have one more profile for the quality environment. Okay, so you can run it again, and here you can specify the profile path of your quality. You have testing environment, you can give here path of your testing profile. So by this way, you can register multiple profiles which you can manage from a single console of the administrative agent, but you have to make sure all these profiles or all the environments are running in the same host, not on the different host, right? So this is the straightforward plan. So now you have some good clarity on the administrative agent now. So I will create the administrative agent profile, then I will start it, and then I will register one of the profile that we have already created. Okay, so this is a dev profile. This is the very first profile that we have created initially, which is a standalone application server, right? So this same dev profile I will register with this particular administrative agent, which is I am going to create now. So to create the profile, I will go inside my installation folder. Then I will go to the bin profile management, then initiate the PMT tool. Okay, so now this time we'll select the management profile option, but inside the management option, we are going to select the administrative agent option. So click on create management. Next. So here we'll create the administrative agent profile. Next. Okay, again we have typical and advanced option. So I will select the advanced option to provide some inputs. So go with the deployment of admin console. So this is admin agent 01. So I will give the name demo admin agent. Okay, and same I will replace here with the profile directory. Click next. Okay, so this is again going to give a node. So I will give it a name demo admin agent node, and this is going to run on my local system, so I will specify only the local host here. Then click on next. I will enable the administrative security, so I will give the same was admin, and was admin 123 is the password. Next, so I will go with the default certificate. This is the information about the default demo certificate. Okay, and these are the default port that is going to be created. So now we have multiple profiles are created. So this default port is automatically getting incremented, right? The default is 9060. So now you can see it is 90669 for this profile because we have already created the multiple profiles, right? Similarly, the other ports are also incremented in same proportion, whichever is uh, available or not available. Click on next and then click on create. Okay, so once this admin profile is created, so we will start this admin agent with the help of this particular command, start server and then admin agent, and we'll access the admin console. And after that, we are going to register one profile here. Okay, so I will take the path of the profile that I'm going to register here. So I will go inside the profiles. So this is a dev profile, which is an independent profile and which I have not registered to any of the DMGR yet so far. Okay, so what I will do, I will register this particular profile with the administrative agent, and I'm on the Windows, so I will remove this dot forward slash and this sh I will remove with the bat, right? And make sure to run this command from the bin folder of your admin agent profile that we are creating. Okay, because this register node is look for the particular profile for the registration, so this command always has to run from the admin agent bin folder only, right? Okay, now you can see the profile has been created, so I will deselect this option, click on finish. Okay, now you can see this agent profile is registered here. Close this one, then go to your profiles folder. So this is the agent profile that we have created. Go inside the bin and here go to the command prompt. Okay, and then run start server admin agent. Okay, so we have to specify admin agent always. Okay, because this is a standard keyword for the admin agent. Okay, similarly, if you want to stop, then you can go with the stop server dot bat and then your admin agent name. Now you can see it is starting the admin agent. So this is the log path. Okay, the log path will be same what I have explained to you earlier. This is the profile. Inside the profile you will have a folder called logs, and inside log it will going to create a folder with the same name just we have given here, admin agent. Okay, so inside the admin agent you will have the start server.log. Okay, similarly the other multiple log files will also be there inside the same folder. Okay, and now you can see this is starting the with the demo admin agent. Okay, now you can initialization is done, and this is the process ID. So that means our admin agent has been started. So I will access it from the console. So localhost, the port I could remember it was 9066 IBM, and then console. Okay, so it will forward to the SSL port, which is the demo certificate. So I will get the security prompt. So let me give was admin 123. Okay, so as of now, I do not have registered any of the app server profile here. So it is not showing me any option to select any of the application server profile in the login screen. Okay, so here if you see, this is the admin console for administrative agent. So you can see the options that we have here are very limited. While in the DMGR, we see a long list of features here, right, on the left hand side tab. Okay, so that means in terms of the functionalities as well, this admin agent has a limited capabilities. You can't do all the things that we do with the help of DMGR. And in fact, DMGR is for the multi-machine clustering where we have the nodes, admin app servers running across the multiple machines, right, for high availability. But here, this is an admin agent. So we need to register only the node which is going to run on this particular machine only. So in my case, this is my local machine. So I can register all the app server node, independent application server node, which is not federated to any DMGR with this particular admin agent for the management. And we can do some operations here, right? Because you can see there are very limited options are here in the administrative agent. So the actions that you can do from here, which is very limited. Okay. So now what I will do, I will quickly register one of my app server, which is dev profile, which we have created initially, this dev profile, okay, with this particular admin agent. Okay, so again I have to go inside the same my admin agent bin folder, and here I have to run the command register node. Okay, this is the register node command, hyphen profile, and then you have to give the complete path of profile which you want to register with this particular admin agent. Okay, so I'm going to run this command here inside my admin agent bin folder. Okay, so you can see this is the log files, and it is prompting for the username and password because I have enabled the admin security during profile creation. So where's admin and where's admin 123. Okay, now you can see successfully connected to the administrative agent. Okay, and now it is going to exchange signer successfully. Server found in configuration. This is the server name which is inside my dev profile server, dev profile. Okay, now you can see the profile has been successfully registered. Okay, so now I will go here and I will log out. Okay, now you can see there is no username and password prompt here, and this is a Dropbox here, right? So in Dropbox we are seeing this is the default admin node agent. Okay, so this is the default administrative agent profile console, and here in now we can able to see host node 01, right? So this host node 01 is the node for this particular profile which we have registered. Okay, that means this is one of the independent server profile that we have registered with the admin agent, and that's why we can able to see here it in the Dropbox. Now similarly, suppose that you have one more application server profile, independent application server profile, and you register that as well with the help of same command by executing from here. Only replace this particular path with your different standalone profile path. So once this registration is complete, and once you go here and you will click on the Dropbox, then you will see that profile node as well, right? So that means if you have multiple profiles that has been registered with the admin agent, so you will see all profiles here. So now you will have a single console. You have to access this single console, which is the administrative agent console, and from here you can launch any of the application server console by just selecting from here. So I have selected my this particular profile which I have registered, right, and click on continue. So because I have enabled the security, so now it is going to prompt me for the username and password. So click on login, and you will now log into the this particular profile. This is again a standalone profile. So you are on the console of that particular standalone profile. So we have certain options here. Again, these options are only for the same that we see in the standalone profile. So the options are still limited, specifically if compared with the DMGR. But yes, but still you can do certain kind of operations from here as well with the help of this particular options. Right. So this is the way how you can register the multiple profiles with the a particular administrative agent. Make sure all the profiles are on the same host. You can't register the profile which is running on the different host. Okay. And once registered, all the profiles will be listed in this single administrative console, which is of the admin agent console, and you can select that from this drop box for the login.